Welcome back to episode 3. So I'm going to resume but pause it. We have 3 adults, 4 kids. Actually 5. We have 4 kids living here with mom and dad. And when a child becomes 6, they become an adult. So they get to live on their own. They can't produce babies until they're 15 though. And that's why the game is kind of like the creepy version. That's why it's called Blue Bloods. Because, well, in about 16 years, 17 years, yeah, things happen. You know, if you don't know about the birds and bees, well, I don't know what to tell you. So, anyways, let's resume. I got 3 pieces of clothing left. Let's see what I got in the way of reeds. I'm probably going to need to get some more reeds here soon. And feathers. Oh, I got plenty of reeds. And feathers I'm kind of short on. I think I got Dad out hunting, or at least someone's out hunting. We're just only catching ducks. What the heck? You see the deer wandering around. Alright, so, hey, my other child has become an adult. So, one is living here. One is living here. You got 3 kids here. Now, I will say this, and it'll tick off a lot of people. Mom's a hoe. She's already squirted out 5 kids, which 2 are adults. In the days of old, though, back in this time, this would be a good wife. In this day and age, maybe not so much, because 5 kids is a whole lot of kids to have. And if I remember correctly, let's go look at Mom, if we can find her here. Her health is not very good. So the fact that she is incredibly healthy, or incredibly happy, but not very healthy, I'm really surprised she has not died during childbirth. And with her only being 25 years and they stopped producing children at 35, she has the capability of producing 5 more kids. Well, being that this child was just born probably 4. So, yeah, think about that. 5 now, 4 more, that's a total of 9 kids. Holy crap. That's a whole lot of kids. Alright, so we got 1 out cutting trees now that she is an adult. Well, cutting trees and breaking up rocks and gathering food, wild food. And Mom's doing honey. And one of the kids is up here gathering frog legs. And our barn is fine. 24 feathers. Woohoo. Tools are at 38. I cap it at 50 for the moment. We only got 3 pieces of clothing, which caps at 50. I was really hoping for some deer, but hey. It is what it is. So, again, when you're doing Adam and Eve mode, your first 20 to 25 years is excessively slow, but you micromanage everything until you have enough of a population to do anything with it. I have 181 pieces of firewood for 3 houses. I might want to bump that up. But we're going to bump that up to about 500. Trust me. More houses means more firewood. You'll go through it a lot faster. Now eventually these 2 will move in together and produce our first blue blood. Eventually. But in the meantime, of course that'll be a while because she has just turned 6 and she can't produce any children until she is 15, so that's what, 9 years away? So by the time we get to year 20, our first blue blood, which is, even if I put down like a nomad well to encourage nomads to move in, they generally don't come to year 20 anyway. So but it is what it is. That's how the game is. And I really don't want nomads, because nomads bring a whole lot of other problems. the rate of disease goes up with nomads. The more nomads you have, the more chance of like scarlet fever and mumps and measles and typhus, and you can still get those in the game without the nomads involved, but it's not as bad. And this is why I'm trying to like build up some supply here to get a. Let's take you off of hunting or off of gathering stuff, and let's see if we can get you to build a sawmill. So sawmill will make lumber, and lumber will allow me to build a hospital. And since mom's pretty sick and dad's pretty sick and the kids are slowly getting sicker, as you can tell by the overall health of the village, yeah, and it will go down. It will hit 0. You see mom's at 0, dad's at 0. You know, a splinter will kill them. So, yep. Don't know what you're building, but I do need this built right away. So let's increase the priority on this. Itches. All right. Yeah, this is the other thing about this game that drives me nuts. So you see me cut down 2 trees, or she cut down 2 trees, and it took them to the stockpile and then brought them back. If they're already there, why? Alright, now we're building the sawmill. Sawmill will produce firewood and lumber, and 2 types of lumber. If you have hardwood trees, you can produce hardwood. And if you just have regular trees, you produce regular lumber. Rough cut, basically. Our tools are getting low. We're halfway through our stockpile. But let me place my... Do I want to go off a hospital or do I want to go with a clinic? A clinic does not require lumber, but it's smaller. So here's a clinic. I certainly have the stone and the lumber to do that. A small clinic will hold 5 people. This will hold 10. A hospital will hold 30. So when you have big pandemics, the hospital is good to have versus a bunch of smaller ones. So I think I'll go with the hospital. So see the area effect that's purple? Anything that's inside the purple gets a happiness bonus. That's what purple does. So I'm going to put it close to the houses. See, my overall health is down again. Wonder what else do I got to build? Picking up resources. I don't think I'm building another house yet. Although I should, because I've got another child that's about to turn 6. And although 2 of them will move in together for producing blue bloods, in the meantime, might as well have this out. Let's see. Mom and dad still have 3 kids at home. One's about to turn an adult. So, yep, we'll get that going. Remember how I said education is important? If you do it too soon, it hurts you, because when they turn 6 and become an adult, if you have a schoolhouse, then for the next 9 years they're in school and they're not contributing to the production of the village, which can really hamper things. Once it gets going, though, it's fine. Once you have your population up where you can keep doing things. But yeah, you start taking out the young adults and putting them in school. Things, I don't want to say go bad, but it's not pretty. All right, so before I go and move them over to the fire or over to the lumber yard, let's get some more trees cut. You have 8. What am I building? Oh, my hospitals. Got a hospital I gotta build, but I don't have lumber yet. So we'll probably make firewood first. So we're going to take you off of here. Go make some firewood. And lumber. Let's go see what our hunter is doing. I won't call him Dad yet because Lord knows who's working it. Hey, we got leather last year. We got a deer. 160 is one deer. We got a deer. 160 meat, I think, is like a total of 8 ducks, maybe 4. But yay, we got deer, which means I can make clothes. You're doing frog legs. You're good. You're good. Yeah, you're making firewood at the moment. Well, you're supposed to. Alright, so I have 4 adults. 1. Alright, 1. Oh, look. They've moved in together. They've gotten married. Blue bloods are on the way. And Tanny has not turned in at all yet. Ah, that's where you're doing that. Okay, that explains that. I'm sitting here going, why are you not making firewood? Now I know why you're over here making firewood. Yeah, so woodcutter makes sense, right? So if you're going to turn off one of the woodcutters, make sure you turn it off, and you can turn it off here this way. Alright, and I'll pause it. Yeah, 311. Let's take you off. Put you as a gatherer. Put you back on lumber in a second. And I'll grab the hunter and retire him for the moment. Ducks, ducks, ducks. Yeah. I'll retire you simply because I need you all to cut some trees. Now notice when I designated the trees to be cut before, after about 5 years, if you don't remark them, they lose their standing. So let's cut these trees, cut these trees, and gather those stones, and same down here. Something to note if you're playing the game, wherever. So I did the first one up here, so they'll do up here, but they'll start at the lowest point and work up. And if you're doing a large section, tools are low. Oh my goodness, yes they are. That's what I get for not watching. So it means one of my kids became an adult, yes. So we're going to put 1 there real quick. Now we're out of tools. Good thing it's only a population of 5, won't take long to fix. See, fixed already. When you have big villages where you have 50, 60, 70, 100 people in there and their tools have like gone away because like you forgot to make them, bad things happen. Like I said, tools are a 25% penalty for not having tools. Yeah, goes all sorts of bad. And then it's a fight to get out of that hole. Just out of giggles, let's get clothes back up too. Clothing, like I said, not as important. You can freeze to death in this game, but if you run around naked for a while, as long as you're close to a house to warm back up in the wintertime, you're fine. So let's make some clothes. Well, we're making tools now. Get everyone out cutting trees again. Okay, lumber. Okay. So I'm going to turn this off because we don't need firewood at the moment, but I do need lumber to build the hospital. That should be the last of the survival coats because it takes 6 feathers. Oh, 3 feathers and 6 reeds. Alright, so now we're going to take you over to hides, which means he or she will run everything over to the barn, grab what they need to do to come back. There's leather. It takes 2 pieces of leather to make 1 coat, so we're only going to get 2 coats out of that. Yep, we're out. That's fine. Put you back on cutting trees. With my lights. That was a big boom upstairs. Yeah, there's people who live above the shop. Alright, 100 logs. Once we get to our maximum of tools, then I will retire the blacksmith. Yeah, fire, retire, whatever. And put them on making lumber because I really need to get that hospital built here soon. I suppose I could do this too. Retire this one for the moment. More people you have cutting trees and busting rocks and gathering food. Faster things stockpile. Alright, we're going to put you here. Whoops. Sawmill can hold 3 people. Tiny chopper can only hold 1. It's a tiny chopper, a chopper for firewood. Alright, there goes our lumber. And we need how much? 40. How much we got? 24. Excuse me. So I'm going to take 1 off and make them a builder, so hopefully they can get over there and build that hospital as soon as the lumber is available. It is. I set lumber for 500. Now materials is a combination of everything that's like your reeds. Yeah, there. The description says it all. Rope, glass, bricks, joists, and so on, which includes reeds, lumber, stuff like that. So $132. Alright, well that'll be fine for now. Go cut some trees. So I said the first 20 or so years of this game in Adam and Eve mode, you are micromanaging everything. That's why it's kind of fun. It's like city builders or StarCraft when you're first starting off, you're micromanaging everything. I used to play StarCraft a lot, but I don't play it anymore because it's too much micromanagement. I'm not very good at it. Excuse me. Hey, I can build another, extend my road. Until about there. And there. And there. And there. There. Come on, get my hospital built. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, we'll prioritize it. So something else I have discovered too in playing this game for probably close to a year. I play it a lot because it's really, the maps generate at random. Of course, you can pick a map if you know the map seed, but you can pick a map, and this is a map that I chose because I knew it'd be easy to work with. But see how this does not have an area effect? It does. So we flip around here to my beehive. There's supposedly not an area of effect for it. But if you took two beehives and put them too close together, they impact each other. It like cuts the production down in half. So instead of getting 800, you're 400. Which is why you'll see I will put beehives, not necessarily everywhere, but oh, that's where the other one I gotta build. Okay. I just wondered where. I'm like, why do I have another build item? Now I know. I forgot about the other barn. Really surprised Mom hasn't popped out another kid, although maybe soon. There's the hospital being built. Now you don't have to man the hospital all the time. Normally I don't, especially in the beginning. I will use my builder to double as my physician. There we go. Got that tree out of the way, so I can now build my road up the rest of the way. Well, most part. And again, beehives too close together, bad things happen. So I'm going to put a beehive there. And I'll already designate that person as a beehive person. That's why they have a question mark over their name. Why are you giving me a job when you don't even have a job for me? I gotcha. Alright, tools are getting low again. Firewood is getting low again. Other barn is built. That means I can get rid of this. There's a reason for getting rid of that small cart, because it's absolutely worthless. In the beginning you need it, but when you get to building the barns, not so you, it gets to a point that it's just worthless. It doesn't hold anything. The only thing is when you destroy a storage unit, it impacts your numbers. That's the reason why you're seeing tools are at 0 when in reality I probably have a whole bunch of tools in here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put you there, and you're seeing I'm out of clothes because I'm destroying that cart. Do I have leather? I got reeds with no feathers, but that's okay. I don't have anyone. That's fine. They'll be fine. Early summer. Let's make that destruction a priority. And almost empty. And gone. So, see, there's my coats. I knew I had coats. Let's see, what do we got here? We got flaxtail feathers here, reeds here. Ooh, I can probably make one if I needed to, but I got 5, so I'll be fine for the right now. Haha, look, Mama did pop out another kid. And one kid graduated, became an adult and left. So these two will probably eventually hook up. They are about 6 years from producing my first blue blood. We are 25 minutes into this game and it's only been 3 years. So looks like my episodes are going to get longer and longer as more and more people come about, but that's okay. It's all good. Need my builder to come over here and build this other. Oh, you are. Trying to, at least. I need logs. Really? One thing I have plenty of is logs. There we go. Like I said, now beehives are nice because once you get them going, they produce a good, steady production of food that doesn't require fire. I bet you the person who is running that is uneducated. Yep. So remember, if you were looking at this in previous videos, they were producing about 800, 900 units of food. Now an uneducated person is running there. There's that 20 to 25% penalty. Yeah. That's the reason why food production is so critical in the beginning. Because all of your kids will be uneducated. And in the beginning, it's just way too hard to run a school because, like I said, they become an adult at age 6 and they can contribute to the production of everything in the place. Then when you build a school, it's for the next 9 years they're in school. So yeah, you want to make sure you have at least a decent population before you go and do that. Maxed out tools, so I suppose I could probably keep them there permanently now, because when you max out or don't have the supplies, you go and cut. What am I building here? Lumber. Let's get the firewood going back again. And this will be incredibly important later on. If you build tiny choppers before you build your sawmill, leave your tiny choppers. I mean, you can destroy them if you have to and move them, but leave them because later on you will find out you need to build firewood and lumber at the same time. Okay, and so here's a perfect example of not enough people and too many jobs. So I need to put someone on hunting and someone back in the shore house and a physician, and I don't have those people. Oh, we're at year 13. At the end of 13, we're already coming up on almost 30 minutes. Wow. Again, more people, the longer your episode get. Yeah, you have to. I pause it every once in a while to do stuff, but that's okay. Yes, it's not perfectly straight, so if you're OCD, I'm sorry. So, Mom is 29 and has... Mom is 29. Started when she was 16. It's 13 years ago. She's got 3 kids here. 4, 5, 6, 7 kids altogether. Damn, Mom. I'm not going to make the comment, but Mom, really? Alright, firewood is going. Trees grow back at random. These are berry bushes. They grow back at random. In this game with the mod, stone grows back at random. So it's just completely at random. You have no idea where it's going to grow. 5 more years, 6 more years technically till my first blue blood. It is a pretty house, right? It's just amazing that that's one house. That's one house. That's one house. Yeah, exploiting that glitch. What the hell? I need deer. I ain't got deer. That's right. I don't have enough people yet. Oh, I know what I need to put down. So there's this neat little thing called not the village hall, not the gazebo. Here it is, town arrival. Well, it's called a town arrival, but I don't know. But it takes census data. Let me specify this. What happens, it just tells you how many people are living in town, how many kids, how many adults, how many students, and all of your inventory. So when you have multiple barns, instead of looking at this barn and looking at this barn, you can look at that and it'll tell you how much total production you have. So town arrival is, or any of the other ones, like the mayor's house. I think there's a mayor's house. Homecoming. Meeting house. I know. They don't vote on anything, but why they have a meeting house, I don't know. The gazebo is just for looks. Yeah, you see it takes hardwood and bronze. It'll be a while before I have bronze. The other thing, yes, that's why I needed that cart out of the way so I could put my roadless well down. Fire. Fire is a common thing. So we got about half a year to go, and then I can pause this video and get more coffee. We've got our firewood maxed. How much lumber do we have? 107. Okay, we'll go make some more lumber. That's because it was only a partial year. So, 6 adults, 3 kids. That will change here soon. I'm really surprised Mom has not popped out another one. You have another 6 years before you pop out the first blue blood. You two should probably be living together pretty soon. Not saying. Generally, that's what happens. Yes, if you're not paying attention, that's a brother and sister, and these are brother and sister. No, these are 2 girls. So no, they won't move in together. They'll go and wait for one of these 2. Which is all good. Creepy, but good. There's my well being built. So I have fire protection. Tools are out max. Clothing is running low. That's because I don't have everything I need to make clothes. I have too many jobs and not enough people. That happens. I need somebody at the shore house and I need a hunter. So, well, my builder's not doing anything, so I can take him off building and put him over here. I think I got plenty of reeds. Hey, there's my town arrival. So yeah, I got 4 homes, 4 families, 10 citizens, 6 adults, 4 kids. Yeah. So you can see that there, and of course job assignments. Here's my inventory for the entire village in the storage units, not houses, because in homes, that's that. In trading posts, which I don't have any at the moment, there's that. But in storage, okay, what do we have? We have no feathers. We have reeds, so I don't have to collect reeds. Don't have any leather? I have 1 leather. It takes 2 to make a coat. So yeah, you're on catching frogs, so I will leave you catching frogs. Food is always good. Go back to that. Early winter, so we're coming up on the end of this episode. Like I said, I'll do it in every 5 years. Unfortunately, it means the episodes are going to get a little bit longer each time because I have more people, which means I have to pause more often to do things. But it's shaping up quite nicely. Eventually, let's see, where do I got to get going? I've got honey going, which means I can probably put down a bar and make some ale. You know, if you're going to have blue bloods, might be drunk blue bloods. And late winter, -31 degrees, still snowing, and early spring. So we're going to pause it, save it, yes, overwrite, and pause the video. I'll be back in a little bit.